What is up, y'all? Today's podcast coming out a couple days late. My apologies. Anyway, here's the update since my assessment with Ambrose. So today is Sunday. My assessment with him was Wednesday of not this past week, but the previous week. So we're looking at about 10-ish days, 11 days, somewhere around there. Since my assessment with him. And so I basically got a full week of doing the exercises that he's prescribed for me. So he's basically got me on a program where I'm supposed to do this programming 4 times a week. I start out and I roll where I'm having specific issues and where I'm kind of holding excessive tension. So for me, it's my left posterior IT band. It's also in the sacral area on my left hip. And then peroneals on both legs. From there, I transition into stretching those specific areas out. And then with specific stretches that he's prescribed to me. And then from there, I go into activation exercises. I've got, I think, 4 activation exercises, and I've got to do like 3 or 4 rounds. And for me, it's like a decent amount of volume. Like, it's really kicking my butt. And then I finish up with some exercises that are really stressing out my Achilles and my calves and my plantar fascia and my hip, all on that left side, to prep it for the stress of running and to kind of catch it up to my right side. So it's been really brutal, and this is essentially just week 1. So all that to say, I hit 33 miles this week, which is great because that's right around my highest mileage week for the summer. And the reason I think that's significant is because I haven't had to cut my mileage back. All my runs have, felt decent or amazing. So my Friday run, I was hitting it was like 4.5 miles, but I was hitting quarter mile repeats, 4 of them spread out kind of in the middle of that workout, and I was hitting like 5 flat pace, which for me, like, I'm extremely pleased with that. Everything felt good. So I've had a few days where I wake up and I don't notice it at all. This morning I woke up and I was like, oh yeah, it's a little bit there. But I think that's just because the last 2 days, yesterday and the day before, I went 7 miles. Friday I went 6 miles. Saturday. So yeah, Friday 7, Saturday 6. So 2 back-to-back high mileage days, and I didn't do my homework either of those 2 days. So I think that one's on me. So all that to say, I'm extremely happy with the progress so far in, the week and a half since the initial assessment. And I think it's proof that if you're doing your due diligence and you're doing the stuff that, like, first, if you're having any issues, go get assessed. Go see Ambrose. If you can't see Ambrose, I'll assess you too. Anyway, go see Ambrose, get the assessment, take the time to figure out exactly what's going on. He's going to explain it all to you. He'll then send you a report, his report of findings, and saying, hey, here's all the issues that you're having. Here's the exact percentage difference between like left and right. Here's where, this is good. These numbers are good. Here's where we're lacking. Here's where we've got to make the changes. This is what's causing those issues. And then he's going to lay out the plan for you and say, okay, here's what you need to do. You're going to do Like, roll this, stretch this, activate this, train this. And, oh, by the way, here's all the videos to show you how to do all that. It's a pretty phenomenal system, y'all. He's got it so streamlined, and he's got it so well, like, developed and figured out. Like, no wonder I'm feeling amazing. And by feeling amazing, I mean I'm able to continue training intensely. This was basically my hardest week, y'all. And I was worried, 2 weeks ago that I was going to have to cut volume way back and really chill for a while. But, like, I had 2 of my most intense workouts this week, like, speed-wise. And, here we are. I'm still going. So it's just a testament to his ability as a practitioner to not only, like, target what the problem is, but also develop the program to solve it. Because I'm not driving to Farmersville to get fixed. Like, he showed me via YouTube videos and through his report, like, here's what you got to do. Like, this is what's amazing to me. There's not a whole lot of that I can do. Like, I need to see you in person. I need to be able to get hands-on. And with the assessment, he's doing that. But after that, he's like, okay. Like, he's worked on enough athletes where this is not an issue for him. The distance isn't a problem. Like, he just sent it to me, and, here we are. So it gets me fired up for training this week. Yeah, it's Sunday. I haven't done my long run yet today for the week. So I'll probably get that in later, but thanks to the rain, it's actually a little bit cooler than it is usually. So, yeah, part of that is I wanted to sleep in because I was up late watching the Copa America final, which was a very interesting game. Congrats to all you Argentina fans. Argentina showed up. Brazil, in my opinion, just didn't really show up. Crazy game. So, shout out to all the athletes who are competing today in Waco for Tri Waco. I got a few athletes who are down there, so I'm excited to hear how they did, and hopefully they're having some of the same weather and temperatures that we're having here right now. I was there to watch some of my athletes 2 years ago, and it was just absolutely awful. Maybe it's 3 years ago. Anyway, it was really hot. So hopefully that's a little different this year. And what else is going on today? The final for the Euro 2020 championship. So we got England versus Italy. I'm a Premier League fan, for those who don't know, so I'm a little partial to the English players. So I just know them a little bit better. I'm a little more familiar with the English squad. So I'm gonna be cheering for them today. But Italy, they've been showing up the entire tournament, and I think they're kind of on fire. So I'm excited for that game today as well. So y'all have an awesome week. I already have recorded the podcast for the next podcast. It's going to be about caffeine and the stuff called theacrine or teacrine, which is a potential substitute for caffeine. Amazing stuff. I really enjoyed that episode. It's my first 2-guest podcast where it'll actually be me and Stephen Maychek, who's a return guest, and also another gentleman, Dylan Harris. So super pumped to put that one out. I've got a couple books that I'm reading, and I'm hoping to get the authors on for some episodes after I finish reading those books. It's a hot summer, but for whatever reason, I'm plugging away. So hope y'all are doing the same and grinding hard and getting stuff done, but still focusing on rest and recovery and repair when you need it. So that is it for today, y'all. Thank you for watching and listening, and stay tuned for the next episode on teocrine / caffeine. It's going to be a really good one. All right, y'all. Adios.